Look at this glass of water. Nothing unusual. You've seen thousands of them, maybe millions. But the next drop you drink could be older than the oldest building you've ever seen. Older than your country. Older than human civilization. And somehow, after everything it has survived, it ended up here, in your glass. Yesterday, it wasn't here. Neither last week or last year. To understand how this tiny drop reached your hand, we have to go backwards. Far backwards. Only a few days ago. It was drifting silently inside a cloud, carried by the wind across mountains, forests, cities, and oceans. No passport, no destination. Just another chapter in a journey that never truly ends. Then gravity took over. The drop fell back to Earth. But this wasn't its first journey through the sky, not even close. Long before that, the same drop lay trapped inside a glacier, winter after winter, century after century. The world below kept changing. Kingdoms appeared, empires disappeared, wars were fought, borders were redrawn. The ice barely noticed. Neither did the drop. Until one warmer summer, the glacier finally let it go. But that wasn't the first life it had lived. Long before the ice, the drop flowed through the roots of a giant tree. Slowly, it climbed toward the leaves. There, it helped transform sunlight into life itself. For a brief moment, it became part of something alive. Then it quietly returned to the air, ready for another journey. Not every journey was so quick. At one point, the drop slipped beneath the ground, through tiny cracks in solid rock, deeper and deeper, until sunlight disappeared completely. There, it waited, not for days, not for years, for thousands of years. Hidden from the world, completely forgotten, until one day, someone drilled a well, and the drop saw daylight again. But the strangest part isn't where this drop has been. It's what it has been part of. Long before people ever existed, it may have fallen into ancient oceans, where creatures unlike anything alive today ruled the earth. Millions of years later, it drifted through the roots of forests that no longer exist. At another moment, it became part of a whale crossing an endless ocean, then a bird, then a flower, perhaps even another person who lived centuries before you. Life kept changing. The drop kept moving, again and again and again. Think about that. The water you're looking at may once have been inside a living creature that disappeared millions of years ago. Not because this drop is special, but because water never truly leaves the story. It only changes characters. Every cloud, every river, every glacier, every ocean, every living thing, they are all connected by travelers like this one. For longer than anyone can remember, this tiny drop has crossed worlds. It has watched mountains rise, watched ice grow and disappear, watched forests spread across continents, watched life constantly reinvent itself, without ever knowing that one day its journey would bring it here, to your glass. So the next time you take a sip, don't just see water. See a traveler, a silent witness, a survivor that has been moving through this planet for longer than any civilization has existed. You are not drinking the end of its journey. You are only borrowing the next page of its story. Because you never really own a drop of water. For a brief moment, you simply become part of its journey.